What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on Micah's Can-Am here. So today we got a new kit from Wild Boar ATV. They did us good with giving us a good deal on this in compensation for the floorboards. Those of you that don't know about the floorboards, is right here we got this from Wild Boar ATV as well. Throwing packaging, it got damaged, and it was both sides, this side, that side. I touched up with paint and stuff, and they gave us a good deal. So anyways, we're going to try to get this stuff on. What this will do is we'll put relocate the radiator right about here at a slight angle or so, I imagine, and coming up with a snorkel, because this thing needs to be snorkeled. Micah will be here soon, so let's get started. Alright guys, so Micah's with us now. So we stripped the plastic down just a little bit so we can get to here and here. Micah's going to be stripping some more plastic down to work on some other things that he's got to do for service. But we just take all this stuff, we disconnect all this, and that way we can see everything. Make it a little bit easier to work on. But something else we're going to be probably doing is taking this off and getting to here. Alright, little update guys. So we pulled this back so we can get to the radiator down bolted. The bracket that was right here holding it up, we cut it off because, I mean, we're not going to use it. We're going to move it up there. And we just pulled it out. Obviously we got the fan here, we're going to disconnect it and move it up. And now it's just a game of moving everything up here and then we're going to start working on the snorkel. Alright guys, so we got this one here. It's not mounted at all, but these little tabs were push-ins. No pain in the butt. Put some oil on it, just engine oil, whatever. It'll slide right on in. But so far so good. We're going to stop right here with this, because all we have left to do is just cut this tube to the size we need and go. But now we're going to start on the snorkel. Okay guys, so the snorkel, they actually wanted us to remove all this stuff. The factory snorkel and all coming up. And right here, it's actually folded across. And they wanted us to cut this off. And the tab off right here too. This thing, we're having some difficulties with these, like stripped or something. I mean, I don't understand. He's down there having issues with the back of his too, trying to do the drift. Differential drain. And it ain't working out either.
The fill bolt stripped.
Yeah, the fill bolt stripped. So,
someone over torqued it.
Everything in this machine seems to be over torqued. Well, we're going to try and make the best of it. Alright guys, a little update. So you got to get these round 2-inch and 1-inch or whatever this stupid couple of things right here is onto a rectangle. And you got to come down here and get this one on a rectangle. And this is where I am at the moment. We're going to put number 6 on. And number 6, I'm missing the part, so I have to literally wait for that to dry a little bit. But other than that,
here, I can show them where this is because there ain't no videos.
Alright, what you got?
Okay, this is the gearbox fluid. So it's a little plastic cap, at least that came off easy. And then right down here below is the drain plug. So you just gotta take all this off and then that comes out pretty easy.
Yeah, and your fluid's black.
Yeah, the fluid is that color. And we can't do the rear because the rear is stripped. We'll have to figure that out later.
Yeah, but I might have a few plans for that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna carry on. Alright guys, I got that boot on. Now it wants me to put part 13 on, which would go something like that when you to the other side. And I thought it was gonna have to cut me another piece off. Well, look at that. Really, Wild Boar? I mean, I appreciate you guys trying, but this has gotten to become a pain. Well guys, we finally got that piece off. And it turns out it was well, it's hidden way back here, and it also adjusts the steering and stuff too. So we got that off. Put that bracket somewhere around the bottom, so we were frustrated. But now we just got to the fun parts of moving the snorkel around and trying to align them up, and then do airlines and all. So we got to cut some holes into the heel, I guess 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, whatever it is, and line them up together and see how that turns out. But we wasted most of our day being stupid, so we're gonna see how tomorrow goes. Mike is done now trying to get the vent line onto the axles. We got one in the front, one in the back, and over here finally got this drilled out. I don't recommend using the directions. The directions for everything on this snorkel kit kind of suck. But we got this on here. I'm going to try and clean up what the holes are But for the most part, now I was just trying to plug and play and get everything together. Alright, little update, guys. So, turns out we had to cut all this stuff out because the pipes and stuff were just not lining up for this machine. And we're actually missing some parts and all for the piping, and some of the angles were just glued on wrong, and try to undo it with a heat gun. To some extent it worked, but we're gonna have to do a whole new setup, pretty much a DIY now. Waste of money. But when I get busy, what can we do? See you guys in a bit. Alright, so it's the new weekend. We actually came back in here and had to modify the kit that came with us because the kit would just not fit in here. And then of course we were missing some pieces, how the plastics would fit, etc. So extended this, made a custom thing. Had to think about this. I really don't understand why we do a rectangle to a circle, but that's what we did. Obviously we need to come back in here with silicone, but as for the most part, the snorkel is done. Just gotta finish up the vent lines, get the plastic on there, and then work from there. Silicone a whole bunch of crap. But this was a headache. I'm not gonna lie, the Honda is so much easier. Since we're actually right here, we actually sent Micah to go get himself some spark plugs. Apparently there's 2 different types. He got the wrong one. He got the hard top. So when you come in down in here, put this on, yeah, hard top won't go in there. So you need the screw piece, which I don't have an example because he took it with him. But once we get that, we're gonna dielectric grease all that on both sides, because 2 spark plugs, and we'll go from there. What's up, guys? We finally got it done. Got anything to say?
I got the new name for the four-wheeler. It's called PETA. It's a pain in the ass.
It sure was. So, like I said, we ended up having to customize the snorkel, like I said earlier. Still got silicone on it. But, Wild Boar Radiator Relocation Kit. Turned out pretty nice. It looks like a whole new machine. Everything kind of looks good. And, of course, some of these are duds. Obviously, they don't go anywhere. They don't do anything.
Just those 2.
Yep. 2 of these, axles, transmission, whatever it is. And, obviously, we have a radiator overflow right here. But did a little bit of service on it. Like I said, we stripped it down, so Micah wanted to go ahead and hit everything that he could.
Yeah, I gotta get the bolt extractors to do the front and rear diff, because whoever's bright idea that was to do an Allen wrench to get the bolts out makes no sense whatsoever, because you easily strip those no matter what. So I gotta get that, then I gotta get new bolts for those. So yeah, that'll be next time.
That's it. Well, you want to crank it up? We'll see how it sounds.
Yeah, let me open the barn door.
Yeah.
We don't want to die from carbon monoxide, kids.
Alright.
Moment of truth. Still maintenance required, crap. We already did maintenance.
You just gotta reset it. That's all. Everything sounds good. Everything seems good. I approve. The only thing I am just not happy about is how this plastic kind of sits out, because these pipes coming up, but we did the best we could do. Followed the directions and stuff, and couldn't cut it. Yeah, had those holes perfectly, and then they just would not fit, and just had to cut a rectangle out of that. But you know, circles fit in rectangles, rectangles fit in circles.
Yep, that's how it works.
But thank you guys for watching. We hopefully should be going to another park or Busco Beach somewhere soon to test out those tires on the Honda. Test out this build, make sure it is watertight, that none of these boots come off. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. It's dark outside.
Yeah, it's dark outside. It's freezing today. It's 20 degrees, so I'm ready to get back inside.
That's it. I can't believe it took us so long to do this,
I
but
bet. 3 days.
yeah, I'm embarrassed
days.
about it, but it's just the little things. It adds up.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a puzzle. Did not work that way.
Nope. But it's done now, and that's what it is. So hopefully we'll see you guys out there. Take care.